Hello, hello, hello. A big hello to each and everybody watching us today live from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's a pleasure to be amongst you again today. And my name is Gaurav Tekriwal, and I am the president of the Vedic Maths Forum India. Today, I would like to welcome each and every one of you live from all these platforms that you are watching from. Please say hello, show some love, and your city name. Please say hello in the chat box and your city name if you are watching this. So, friends, today we are very privileged to have amongst us a very, very renowned grandmaster on subconscious healing. I would like to welcome Sri Avadhut Das to our show today, and we'll be talking about a lot of things from meditation to mind control to subconscious mind and also Vedic mathematics. So I would like to take this time to introduce my guest, Mr. Grandmaster Avadhut Das. So born in 1967, Avadhut sir was born to an Indian Air Force officer, and he has over 30 years of experience in the industry. He has trained students in departments of marketing and consulting to corporate houses, legal firms, hospitals, schools, colleges, sports clubs, and individuals. I must say that I have had the privilege of knowing Sir for the last 20 years, and he has been a personal guide and mentor to me. Sir is also a Vedic teacher, a sharpshooter, as well as a black belt in Korean martial art of Taekwondo. So he's also been a national champion in interstyle martial arts. Sir also teaches, techniques of remote viewing, remote influencing, controlled on-demand intuition, and reprogramming of our inner consciousness. So let's join hands together in welcoming Sir Avadhut Das from the subconscious world. So over to you.
Hello, good evening. Very nice to be here among all your esteemed audience. We are here today to speak about subconscious mind and its especially in relationship with Vedic mathematics.
So let me ask you the first question, sir. How did it all begin for you? What were the early days like?
Oh, what had happened is that um, I used to be a very uh, dedicated person in my career, and I used to dedicate a lot of time in my career. In those early days, probably there were several occasions where for 5 days and nights I would not sleep. I would be just working, 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 and I
My
had
God.
begun neglecting my body. And this has happened several times. That 5 days, 5 nights, no sleep, only work, 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 or study, 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 studies. So I started neglecting my health, and that resulted in tuberculosis and jaundice. So it was
Oh my
that
God.
time of my life where I was going through my fifth jaundice and the third tuberculosis, all coming together, all happening together. And the doctors were very dejected seeing the condition, and seeing them, I felt like the reaction of the doctors. I felt like life is practically over now. At that time, one of my friends, Vinod Rathod, he introduced me to this whole dimension of subconscious mind power applications. And after I learned mind power training, in one day, I healed myself completely, totally
Wow.
recovered,
Wow.
100% recovery from horrific state to like terrific state in just one day. And there was no looking back. Then onwards, I started taking it seriously and went very deep into it. And then on, it's it's there. Everything has been going wonderful. I've been able to, like, I was very fortunate to be able to help several tens of thousands of people across the world to utilize their subconscious mind power to improve on their health, education, relationship, business, sports, spirituality, social life, everything, every aspect of the life.
So I'll go back to origins in Kolkata. So how did the first workshop happen? How did you put all this material together and started teaching? Because this is something unheard of in a city like Kolkata 20 years back. I think it was even before that, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's more than 20 years now in Kolkata. Previously, I was teaching in Bombay, Mumbai, and later I came to Kolkata and started teaching. Basically, I started organizing small seminars, free seminars, where I would teach things to people. I started doing programs on television where I was teaching. So far, more than 2,000 episodes of my programs on live TV has already been broadcasted. Several of my previous videos are there on my YouTube channel, which you will find here afterwards. So I started teaching free of cost, several things, plenty of things. From my free teachings, free classes, people have saved lives, their own lives. Terminal cancers have been healed. Terminal heart diseases have been healed. Multiple organ failure has been healed. Infertility issues, they have been solved. People have recovered from paralysis, from coma, all from my free TV programs. That means on television, I'm teaching, and whoever is watching, they watch, they hear, they understand, and they apply in their life. In education, students who were going very bad in every aspect of their life or any specific area, after watching a specific program of specific improvement, let's say improvement of memory power, or improvement of concentration, or improvement about mathematics, or improvement in comprehension, the ability of comprehension. Maybe somebody has a birth defect, how to fix that birth defect of comprehension and then improve. So by watching those television programs, people started benefiting, and once they started benefiting, more and more people would come and congregate in my free programs. And then I organized a professional paid program, and we started on from there. uh, and our first program was at Taj Bengal in Kolkata. It was a very successful hit program, and then onwards we are just moving on and on. Now we are teaching internationally, nationally, in various languages. We are conducting our programs.
Wow. I must take a step back and I'll show you a picture of we met in 2004, but this is
Yes,
actually at my place in 2013.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
I also have another picture to show you, but I'll save it towards the end. So,
Mhm.
my next question to you is: what is subconscious mind, and what is creative visualization? If you could throw some light on that.
Basically, we have this one mind. The same mind which we are aware of is called the conscious mind, or Sachetan Man in Sanskrit. And the subconscious part of the same mind, where we are not fully consciously aware of, and we are not alert to what is going on at that level, the depth of our own mind, that is called subconscious mind. Like the marine level, and below the
Hmm.
marine level is the submarine level. Similarly, the
Hmm.
conscious level of the mind, same mind, and the subconscious, where we have no access to, controlled access and controlled awareness and control over that aspect of the mind which controls our outer mind, our conscious mind. That is the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is like the engine which runs the vehicle called the outer mind, or the mind by itself. So, for example, if you are angry on someone, and in that angry mood, you have now moved away from that person towards whom you are feeling angry, and you have gone to a person who has not done anything wrong, and there's no reason for you to be angry with that person. Yet your body language will reflect a bit of hidden anger. Your choice of words, your tone, the way you are presenting your thoughts, all that will reflect that you're angry. Probably that person will predict, that person may say that, are you angry on somebody? Why are you taking out somebody anger of on somebody on me? What mistake did I do? So our subconscious controls our outer awareness, our outer thoughts, outer activities, outer experiences. By controlling the subconscious mind, you're able to control your brain at a finer level. Once you gain access to your brain at a finer level, you are able to access the inner functioning of your body. For example, your heart, your liver. Thus, you are able to control your thyroid, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your kidney stones. Even diabetic patients, they are able to control the beta cells in the islets of Langerhans in the pancreas of their own body, and they are able to repair those beta cells, and thus they are able to solve their diabetic issues. So one can work on their own health and work on somebody else's health. By controlling the subconscious mind, we are able to do mind to mind communication or subjective communication. It's a basic science how we do this thing. A brain is made up of neurons. Neurons communicate through synaptic activities. So synapses create neuronal electromagnetic fields. So whatever the other person is thinking, we can sense those electromagnetic fields and get a perception about what they are thinking. We can create our thoughts. We can send it to their brain. Their brain receives it, and thus they get an understanding of what we are trying to convey to them. Thus, mind to mind communication takes place. Using mind to mind communication, we can study better. We can understand what is going on in the teacher's mind. What is it that the teacher wants to teach, wants to explain, and what are those things which are there in the awareness of teacher. So, in an interview, in an viva, before you answer your question, understand what answer is there in the teacher's mind, and then present that answer using the way the teacher would be comfortable with that presentation style, and present it there. The teacher will hear your answer and will feel very comfortable saying that this is exactly what was there in my mind, so I give you full marks. So you can do mind to mind communication in the exam hall, and there are several other things also which you can do. So by communicating with our subconscious mind and the brain, we are able to heal ourselves. We are able to read other people's mind. We are able to understand the and sense the energies in this world, like geopathic stress. uh, Planet Earth has geomagnetic fields. Why the geomagnetic fields are there? Because of the constituent elements of Earth. So wherever your house is, your school is, your office or go down is, from that location, from under the earth, the geomagnetic field which is coming out, that may not be compatible with the neuronal electromagnetic fields coming out from your brain, and thus might affect your mood, your health, your attitude, your well-being, and overall your perception of life. So by controlling your subconscious mind, you can work on these. Time is an energy. You can work on the energy called time. You can regress back in time. So during the exam, sit in the exam hall, mentally go back in time to the time when teacher was teaching it and writing on the blackboard, see it mentally, and then write the answer. Or when you were studying
Wow.
in your home, you were reading a book 7 months ago, again see the same page, see the same content, or understand what a certain student or certain teacher was explaining, re-experience it and write your answers. So you can do time
Wow.
regression, time distortion, time stopping, creating new timeline. You can do karmic correction. There's so many things. The topic is very vast. It's a huge
Wow.
topic. When we control the subconscious mind, our life gets transformed completely.
So we're looking for transformations or lives of our students as well who are into mathematics. So before we go on to the next question, sir, we would like to say hi to all our viewers who are watching right now. We have Pavani Kintali says hello, and then we have Parul Sharma also who greets us. We have Hira Mukherjee, they're all greeting you, and then Mr. Dinesh Kotnala wishes us good evening. And there's a technical question also coming in. So we come back to that technical question. So show us, send in your question, folks, and we'll take that up very quickly and in some time. So tell me, what is the connection between creative visualization, sir, mathematics, and the subconscious mind? How can a student benefit in mathematics, especially with the subconscious mind?
Please understand that mathematics as such is a concept. It's a concept in the mind of the experiencer. So if you can see the concepts, if you can touch the concepts, if you can work with the concepts, if you can move them around, if you set laws in your mind of how these concepts will function, and then put those laws into action in an automated mode, then you can do dry runs. For example, take a formula that you present in Vedic mathematics. Install that concept of the formula, not the formula itself, but what do you mean? What do you mean by this concept? For example, let's say I say there are trees, three tree, and three apples, and three pencil. So when I say three pencil, three tree, three apple, the threeness of the three pencils, the threeness of the three trees, the threeness, that concept about the meaning, the feeling, the understanding about what I mean when I say three, not the number three, but what exactly do you mean when you are saying three, whatever it is. And once you remove those objects, three tree, remove the tree, three apples, remove the apple, three pencil, remove the pencil. What is left? Three. What are you meaning by this um, understanding of three? What is that concept of three? So you have to understand that, you have to touch that, you have to feel that, you have to give them, it is intangible, but you have to create certain representations of the essence of the meaning of three in your subconscious, and like that set the formula in your own subconscious mind, and then make your, it's like writing a software program, step by step,
Right.
line by line, you're coding your own subconscious mind. Well, first this, then this, then this, then take this, multiply with this, add this, and divide by this, and do this, and do this, and do this, everything, the whole formula. Once you've set the concept of the formula in your subconscious mind, but before that, you should have a good control on your mind so that you can land decently in your own subconscious world. It's like, imagine a aeroplane or a helicopter flying above the height of the clouds. You can jump from there. There are two methods. One is just jump and plonk, splat. Other
Yeah.
is use a parachute and land gracefully, elegantly, very peacefully, gracefully, elegantly. You land as if you are just walking, as if it's a evening walk in the park. Very, very elegant, very graceful, very controlled. But for that, one has to be expert. So your subconscious mind is there within the depth of your own mind. So once you land there, how are you landing? Splat. Are you landing like that? Or you're landing in great control of your own environment and own self? So once you land very peacefully in your subconscious, then organize your subconscious to create these formulas, these steps, these programs in your own subconscious. And once everything is ready and an output has been created, one input, one output, and the processes in the middle, once they have been created, now put them into action. That means give life energy to that, those energies which you have created in your own mind. Everything is done in deep, deep meditation. Offer life, because let's say there's a dead body who has
Mhm.
just died, somebody has just died, there's a dead body lying there with all everything inside. There is a heart, there's a liver, there is brain, there is central nervous system, but there's no life in that. The mechanics are there, but life force is not there. Similarly, you have created the mechanics. Now install life energy into this understanding which you have created, the mechanics, the processes that you have created. And once that has been done, then give it a push, like start. So it will the machine will start functioning within your own subconscious. This whole process will start functioning. It's like a machine which extracts juice out of sugar cane. The machine is running,
Wow.
no sugar cane has been put in so far, and as and when you put the sugar cane in, out comes the juice in the required manner, the way you want. Similarly, once you get your subconscious activated to run Vedic maths, so everything that you're learning in from Gaurav Tekriwal, so whatever you're learning from Vedic maths, you install subroutines or functions inside. Like in software programming, we call it objects or functions, instances. We install them in our subconscious. Once they've been installed and life energy has been given, then as and when a question comes up to you, either do You can do two things. Either take time out to consciously enter your subconscious and send that input, the question, into your subconscious, and your subconscious will process it and provide an answer, and then push out the answer from your subconscious to your conscious awareness. And somebody asks you a question and you give the answer. The inner functioning, whatever happened in the subconscious, you don't have to consciously know it. But for
True.
that, you'll have to go consciously to your subconscious. That is one method. Second method is become an expert. Become such an expert that your subconscious functions consciously with your conscious mind. That means you don't have to specially do any meditation. You don't have to specially do any technique. You hear a question and you give the answer. And people are in awe. What? How did you do this? Like Shakuntala Devi. People ask her questions, she gives the answer. Okay, she's naturally born like this, but you can be trained to be like that. You can get yourself trained to become somewhat like that, what she naturally was. So that training is the subconscious mind training. So people ask you a question and give the answer. Whenever there is a requirement, you just give the answer. And how are you doing these processes? You had taken special time out for yourself once upon a time to install those concepts in your subconscious, to get the process running, and to give life energy into that process. That's all. So this is the thing. Um, Preparation takes time, but once the preparations are done, the machine is running, your inner engine is running, then onwards you are in the flow. You're just dancing in your life and gracefully uh, presenting your conclusions, which is coming to you. Like questions are coming and you're giving the conclusions very smoothly, very elegantly, with effortlessly, practically.
Wow. So at this stage, I want to add something that remember we did something called the mass meditation some 15
Yes.
years ago. So
Yeah.
I can watch for what you're saying because it actually works. So mass meditation is installing the concepts of positive affirmations like I naturally do correct math and training your mind for it. So if you remember this, I think is exactly what you are saying. So I want to move on to the next question. What are positive affirmations? And can you please also share some affirmations uh, for students focused towards maths?
Whatever we experience in life, we experience through our conscious mind and ultimately through our subconscious mind. When we are experiencing anything in and through our subconscious mind, certain processes are going on within your subconscious and the conscious mind. That way of thinking, that way of processing your own thoughts, that sometimes could get out of line, it could get unoptimized. When we talk about affirmations, affirmations are steps which reorder our thinking process and bring them in alignment with efficient functioning of our mind. For example, somebody is feeling depressed and feeling down and out, feeling lack of confidence. Such a
Mhm.
person would say an affirmation to themselves that I love and approve of myself exactly the way I am. So if they repeat this affirmation again and again and again and again, then their inner way of thinking would get aligned to this particular understanding that I do love myself. I am attracted towards wealth naturally and very beautiful, gracefully, romantically. I'm attracted towards wealth. That means wealth comes towards me and I go towards wealth wherever there's opportunity for wealth and me to be together in a compatible mode. Compatible mode. For this, we say the affirmation, I love wealth. That's all. So affirmations are positive way of thinking. That means an ordered way of thinking processes of our mind. So we order the processes of our mind to think in ways which makes our minds function optimal and optimized. These are called positive affirmations. What is visualization? Visualization means thinking that what you already know, what you are already aware of. That is called visualization. For example, visualize an elephant because you already have an idea of and concept of elephant. When you are thinking about it, that is called visualization. Visualization can be done in three ways: auditory visualization, when you're thinking in sounds, thinking in visuals, pictures, images, moving or non-moving images, and thinking in feelings and sensations. So these are kinesthetic thinking. So there are three types of visualization. What is creative visualization? Creative visualization means visualizing in a creative manner. That means you know what an elephant is, but then I tell you, think of an elephant who is eating ice creams and driving a car. So an elephant sitting inside a car, driving a car, and eating not one but multiple ice creams. How is he eating? So when you're thinking like this, you're doing creative visualization. The benefit of creative visualization: when you do regular visualization, normal visualization, you could probably be in a state of absent-mindedness, because let's say you are putting on the buttons of your shirt. You don't have to think about doing this. Your subconscious mind has understood and learned it very deeply, and thus you can be absent minded when you are putting on the buttons of the shirt, because it's a routine task. You don't have to specially think anything. Thus you are not necessarily aware of what you're doing when you're doing that thing. That is visualization. Generally visualization could lead to absent mindedness, but creative visualization ensures that you simply can't be absent minded. Your mind has to be present there, because you have to think actively. Once you're thinking actively and dynamically, you cannot afford to be careless or absent with your mind in that place or in that situation or in that experience. Thus creative visualization ensures present mindedness. Once you are present minded, you are functioning at a deeper level of awareness. You're functioning at a more aware level than earlier. Thus you are using your intelligence in a much more finer manner. Thus the outcomes that come from there, that is far more conducive and far more positive than what it otherwise would have been. So please practice creative visualization. Creative visualizations can be at different levels: ordinary creative visualization or very fantastic creative visualizations. Remember, anything and everything that has changed the course of human existence on earth has begun with creative visualizations. Those who
Wow.
can do fantastic creative visualizations, they are able to change human direction of life. They're able to influence the world in a huge manner, massive manner. So if you want to be a mover, a changer, a person who transforms the lives of self and others, loved ones and everyone else, then you have to start doing creative visualization. Visualize, but very, very creatively, not ordinary creative visualization. Fantastic, imaginative creative visualization. So some affirmations for mathematics and Vedic mathematics per se. From the point of view of what I've just said, the subconscious programming. Let me create one small engine for you,
That'd
which
be
may
lovely.
help you. Yeah, a very small thing. This just to give a concept, because it's a deep topic. It takes
Sure.
time. It takes deeper understanding. It takes a lot of self programming the thought process of your mind. But just to give those of you who are very sharp, those of you who are perceptive, can take this understanding which I'm giving you right now, and you can make it very big. It all
Wow.
depends on you. Otherwise, come back to Gaurav sir, and he will teach you deeper techniques on these things. Okay,
Oh,
small engine let's create. Let's say addition, basic addition. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That's all we'll do. Okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, so close your eyes right now. Kindly close your eyes. Do not miss out on this opportunity. It's a very powerful tool. Looks simple, but its application is massive, humongous, very, very huge applications. But process is very simple. So close your eyes. Actually close your eyes. Take a deep breath using your nose and exhale with your mouth. Relax your scalp, the skin covering your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyelids. Relax your face. Please notice we are going on relaxing our body from head to toe gradually, step by step. Relax your face, relax your chin, relax your throat externally and internally. That means relax the outer skin of your throat, relax all the muscles within your throat, relax your shoulders, relax your chest. Mentally visualize your heart beating within your chest. Visualize that the heart rate has slightly slowed down. There is no rush for your heart to function. It is functioning at a comparatively slightly slower pace. For example, if your heart rate was currently 82, it has come to 80. If it was 72, it has come to 70. Slightly slowed down heart rate. With your intention, slow down your heart rate. Allow your heart to function in a relaxed, natural, rhythmic motion. Relax your abdomen externally and internally. Relax all the muscles of your thighs. Sense the vibration of the bones within your thighs. By now, they should be easily detectable. Relax your knees, your calves, ankles, the soles of your feet. Relax your toes. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, relax your entire body. Breathe normally. Mentally visualize a glass box, a box made up of transparent glass, probably 1 feet wide. Let's say cube of 1 feet high, x-axis 1 feet, z-axis 1 feet, y-axis 1 feet, 1 foot. So it's a glass box. Visualize that the glass of this box is now tinted. It's black tinted. So inside the glass box, there's darkness. Take that darkness and install it inside your abdomen. Let the glass box remain outside. Take that darkness from within the glass box and install it in your abdomen, in your gut. We are going to work on our gut feeling. So there is emptiness in your abdomen, which is dark or blackish. Mentally visualize a drop of water. How would a drop of water look like or feel like in deep space where there is no effect of gravity? A sphere, a spherical drop of water, independently floating in that dark space inside your abdomen. Another drop of water, independently floating in the dark space in your abdomen. I will now count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, you will visualize the water disappear. 1, 2, 3. But the space occupied by drop 1 and drop 2, that is still there. Water is gone. And that space is invisible, but it is there. That space was some time back occupied with water. One space and another space. Visualize one of these spaces moving towards the left hand side, your left hand side, slightly moved to the left. The other drop also came and stood next to this, that means the other space, drop space, that also came and stood next to it. So there are two spaces now standing next to each other. Suppose these are like molds and you pour water in them, then you will have two water drops. So pour some water in them, so you have two water drops. So you can count, you can see there are two, one and one, both are together, two drops of water next to each other, not touching each other. They're present in the same region. And now visualize, like, from on the further left, outside this dark space, the number 2, the numeric 2 is written there. And that numeric 2 is sent in your brain to a text to speech converter, and which speaks out 2. Okay, now visualize the whole process. One drop of water entering your abdomen from the right side, another drop of water entering the abdomen from your right side, entering the dark space, water disappearing, two empty spaces remaining, both move to the left, come next to each other, they stay there, they are filled with two further water, and thus you have two water drops that projects a numeric 2 outside the black space. That means outside your gut, from your subconscious to your conscious, and which gets converted in your brain through some text to speech engine, and the sound 2 appears. So now visualize 3 drops of water being thrown inside your abdomen, and in your brain appears the sound 3. Similarly, 20 drops and the sound comes 20. 2 million drops and the sound comes 2 million. How this is being done, you don't worry about it. Right now, what did we do? We are programming our subconscious mind. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You have just programmed your subconscious mind to do basic addition. Take this concept, utilize all the Vedic mathematics concepts, and modify it, test it out. Until you test it out, how will you believe that this is actually happening? That your subconscious is actually doing mathematics based on concepts of Vedic mathematics, and giving you results. And if you get good results, fantastic. If you do not get satisfactory result after practicing this, do not give up. Simply attempt once again. Just like a child, when the child is learning how to walk and the child takes 1 or 2 steps and falls down, the child, if the child gives up, the child will never learn how to walk. The only option available to the child is get up again and attempt once again. And very soon you will see the results coming to you. And the moment you see results coming to you, do not get disheartened. Very important. Do not get disheartened when you see your friends getting results and you yourself not getting results, in case that happens. If you see 7 other children, other boys, other girls, they are doing fantastic. Hey, we learned something from Grandmaster Avadhut Das and it's working for us. We're able to do big things. But I'm not getting even a simple basic addition. Oh, now what? Do not get dejected. Do not compare yourself with others. You are unique. Your mind works in your way, their mind works in their way. Keep practicing, stay at it. As you stay at it, very soon you will get success. And once you get success, boom, your flight will take off. And
I
there
can
is no
certainly
looking
vouch
back.
for this. This is like amazing meditation which we just did, and I can truly vouch for this. And there's a lot of response from the audience. So Swati shares some love, and we have Hia Mukherjee who says she's loving the depth of the conversation. So I think we went really deep today, folks, and that was truly amazing, sir. And before that, I would like to know a few things from you. What are your thoughts on Vedic maths? Should it be advice for students?
Oh, it is compulsory, mandatory. Remove remove the regular maths, bring this on. Completely peel off the regular maths. Regular maths is inefficient. It is too clumsy. It is illogical in one sense. I know it's not illogical, but still, compared to Vedic maths, it's like Stone Age. Why stay there? Come on, come to Vedic maths. It's far better.
Awesome. So, folks, this is all we have time for. You can contact Grandmaster Sri Avadhut Das on the Subconscious World website, on YouTube as well. The link is there in front of you. It's called youtube.com/avadhutdas/playlists. Make sure you go there. There are tons and tons of videos out there, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy. And if you would like to know more about Vedic maths and how you can just simply close your eyes and calculate, turn to sir or me will be happy to take you through along the way so that you all become mental calculators, just like sir, me, and Shakuntala Devi, which sir just mentioned. So thank you so very much, sir, for coming today to our show. And it was a privilege to have you here amongst us. And I'm sure that we look forward to applying all the methods that you learned. Because today was amazing. It was kind of mind blowing completely. So,
Thank you.
folks, that's all we have time for. Please like the video, please share the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Vedic Maths Forum India. This is Gaurav Tekriwal signing off, making maths fun. You can reach us on Vedic Maths Forum India, vedicmathsindia.org, and we sign off now. Thank you so much. Adios, and we'll catch up again. Thank you, sir. All the best. Thank you.